Hello, dark ones. Are you up? It's Saturday, early afternoon, and I just want to bring you another in case you missed it. This story starts in August 24th, 2020. Tamisha Waring was convicted of aggravated assault and the conspiracy of her role in a home invasion and group assault on Kendall Stevens, a Black trans woman. Court documents has listed this as a hate crime because during the mob-like attack, they were shouting out slurs that the trans community would definitely deem inappropriate. Men and women were actually involved in this assault. It would lead inside Stevens' home at Point Breeze neighborhood. Stevens actually heard a brawl prior going on outside of the home. After opening the door, threats were made to call the police if the crowd didn't disperse, and that's when the crowd would now have their fury on Stevens, in which was attacked. Stevens was being punched and kicked, and Waring, one of the attackers, said, quote, "You're a man. You deserve this," end quote. Stevens was hit twice in the head with a wooden planter and later would suffer head injuries, including 2 dead teeth, a broken nose, swollen face, bruised ribs after the attack. Waring was arrested, and the other people that were involved in this crime were not mentioned, nor were they even arrested. So Waring was going to take this fall for herself. She was sentenced to 11.5 to 23 months of house arrest, and 18 months she would have to do before anything would change. 120 hours of community services, court-ordered anger management, and had to write a letter of apology to Kendall Stevens, in which Stevens forgave Waring. Cut to 2023. Kendall Stevens is now 37 years old. I don't know if back then Stevens was a Philadelphia LGBTQ activist, but definitely was one in 2023. The activist was arrested on December 18, 2023 for R-ing 2 minors. Court documents show that Stevens was charged with disturbing acts such as involuntary deviant and lawful contact with minors, indecent assault against people less than 13 years of age, and endangering the welfare of children. The correct ages of these children are 9 and 14 years old. In 2023, Philadelphia SVU received the reports about the minors. The aunt of the 2 boys felt that Stevens was grooming her nephews. Her nephews even referred to Stevens as Aunt Kendall. Aunt Kendall had been in this family since the boys were born, was a really good friend of the family. The 2 victims have a 7-year-old brother who witnessed a disturbing act with one of his brothers and Aunt Kendall. When the biological aunt and the mother of the boys approached Stevens about the allegations, Stevens said the 9-year-old tried to kiss first, never denying the claims that they had brought to Stevens. So bail was set for $250,000 to $500,000, and this is another case that I will definitely be following. And if you follow any of my stories, or you just have common sense, you know not all people that are trans are going to try to molest or R-word your children. We know that heterosexuals are doing it, and we know that school teachers, we know that it's happening all over. The children are really not safe anywhere, it seems. It really seems that, the whole situation is getting worse. So this is the arrest of an LGBT community activist, and I must say, everything in the last part of this video is alleged.